So today we have day 3 and we are going to discuss about the day 3 Python programming concept, API movement. Okay, so these are the topics which we are going to cover for the list. Okay, so the list is nothing but is a it's a kind of array, or we can say like a changeable uh, list or array. Okay, which can have the duplicate values, and which we can modify, and we that can be ordered. Okay, so we can access it through its index. Okay, so uh, there are the different topics which we are going to cover for the list. That is, first, how to define a list. Okay, then what is list constructor, how can create a list through the list connect constructor, and access a list or change list items, add the list items or remove items. So these are the different methods which we are going to cover, like append, insert, pop, delete, clear, loop over list, and comprehension, how to sort, copy, or join the list. So these are the topics we are covering today. So give me a moment, let me just open the PyCharm editor. So we are on day 3. Okay, so we have already created I have already created one file, day3.py. Okay, I'm going to create a simple list. Okay, so it is a list and is like an empty list. Okay, let me just define it. So this is the way how can we define a list. So it's an empty list, and if you want to use the constructor concept to create the list, so we can do it. And then we can specify. So you can see this is a list which we have defined with the help of the constructor. So list is a constructor, and double angular bracket we will use for constructor calling. So we have defined a list. It has the different values like roughly 2 and Tom. And if you want to print this list, you can simply less, and this will give you the contents. Okay, let me just run it. So see, the whole list is printed, so it has the values. Okay, so we define it as first we started with empty list, and through the help of the constructor we have created the list and we have accessed the list. Okay, so define a list, and the concept of the list constructor for creating a list. So simply, if you want the item of the list, you can simply type like print. As I told you, like through its index, we can call the list. Okay, we can call the list item. Okay, so at index 0 we have the roughly. Let me just print it. Okay, so it will give you roughly. Okay, so if you like to print the length of the length. So this is the length method for list. Okay, if you like to print by index, okay, so you can say index in range, and you can call len for loop. I'm accessing the list values by its index. Okay, list, and I'm gonna print the list by its index. Okay, so if I print, it will print the values one by one. Give me a moment. Okay, so I have not mentioned hard-coded list. So let me just run it in C. So the length is 3. After that, the content of the list has been printed successfully one by one, roughly 2 and Tom. So this is the way we can access the list contents. Okay. If you want to, there is a different method also, like for accessing the list contents. Item, let's suppose item in ls, the way of accessing the list content. So simply the item, this is the for each loop. Okay, so I am running this. This will also print the same contents. See this roughly 2 top has yeah, have been printed twice. So this is the second way for accessing the list of contents. Okay, now removing change the list items. So for changing the list item, okay, if you want to change any item, so you can simply write at what index you want to change. Okay, so index value, let's suppose, is 0, and you want to mine. And you can print ls make. See, now if you want to change for a range, so you can simply type like, give me a moment, range, a range, okay, 1 2 3, you want to say, want to change like, okay, so it will start the list from position 1, it's 1, and to length 3, so it is length 3, so 2 values will be changed, 2 will be replaced by ref and 3 will be replaced by tag. Okay, so let me just print it. Print ls, see, roughly ref tag. So if you just replace these two position value with tag, so you can simply write this and you can see roughly and tag only. So these two values 2 and Tom have been replaced by this one tag. If you like to this is the way how can you replace it. Okay, so if you want to start the position from 0 and the length is 1 and tag, see what will happen. Yeah, so roughly is replaced by this. So this is the way how can you change the list items. Okay, either by index or by range you can do this. Add the list items and remove. Okay, so in the method we have already I think I have not checked it. Okay, so give me a moment, let's comment it. Okay, so ls dot append, I'm gonna enter the content for this list is roughly. So see, the roughly is only the there is one value, okay, that is roughly. Okay, so if you want to add more values, this can have the duplicate values. So see, it has the duplicate values. Okay, so the list is created. So this is the way you can append the or if you want to insert any ls dot at port index position, what you can say, like top, at the top at 0th position you can simply hit this code and you can see. Okay, Tom, here, so see, this is the insert method and pop up. For removing the item, if you want to remove any particular item from a particular index, for so ls dot pop, so here you have to specify the, if you're not going to specify anything, I think it will remove the it will remove one item from the top. Okay, top position means the right position, right hand side. It will remove one roughly. Okay, so let me just run it. Give me a moment. It has removed one roughly. So if you are gonna mention like at position what item you wanna remove, so you can see like Tom you are removing now, so it will remove the Tom and three uh, values as roughly will come. Give me a moment. Teacher, okay, so it takes, I think, okay, so it takes the index value. Okay, not the value but the index value. Okay, so it removes the Tom. Okay, is the pop method. Then we have the delete method. Okay, so there is a way for deleting a list. If you want to delete a particular item, so you can choose, like, give me a moment, like this L, then ls its value. This is also one of the method of removing the one of the value. Okay, so if you are removing it, you can simply write this and you can see like Tom is removed. If you are not okay, if you are not happen, I think this will remove the list completely and will throw the error for further functions. Okay, yes, ls is not defined. The meaning is at this position the ls is removed. Okay, and after that, if this function, I mean the print ls, is this statement is trying to print the ls which is now deleted, so it will say, it will throw the error, compilation error, that it is runtime error, sorry, it is deleted. Okay, it is not defined, so let me just debug it. Okay. See, up to this position we don't have any problem because the list is deleted. Now I'm gonna run it. So this is throwing error. This statement is not working. Why? Because the list is deleted. Okay, so this is the way we can delete the list itself. Okay, if you want to just clear the contents of the list, you can, there is a method ls dot clear, will clear all the contents and the list will be empty. Now you can run it. See, this list is empty. Okay, so if you want to, yes, we have covered append, insert, pop, delete and clear. Loop over list we have already covered. Okay, comprehension, yeah. So let's suppose we have a list. Okay, let me just uncomment it, comment these values. So if you want to have the comprehension, just a different list you want to create, a list equal to X. And so this is the way how can we create an list. Okay, me a moment. Let me on list. Okay, so this is the second list which I'm gonna create. Okay, I'm trying X in ls. Okay, so this is the list which will be which will create the lst. Okay, so I'm going to run it. Okay, let me just print the lst. I have already yeah, so see, this has been copied. Okay, so this is the way how can we on the in a single line we can create a new list. Okay, with the help of the existing list. So this called the comprehension. This is the way of creating a new list with the help of the existing list, and this is the comprehension method. Okay, comprehension method. Okay, so we have covered it. Now how to sort, copy and join list. Okay, so copy list. Okay, so let me just remove it and ls dot copy simply. So again I have used this way. Okay, I'm just using a copy of this and creating a new list, so you can see, I mean, the lst will have the same contents. Okay. See this here we have printed lst. ls length is 0 because we have cleared the contents of the ls. Okay, so you can see lst is printed. Okay, this is the way how can we copy contents of a list to another list, or if you want to sort, just so this is the method, simple method. Let's dot sort. Okay, it's actually not okay, and let's dot clear and just run it ls and see what is happening. Now this is the reason, I mean, the contents are so you must have all whatever. Okay, otherwise the will error was throwing. Now you can see like it has been GRT. Okay, now if you want to reverse the order, so there is a way you can see it will start from top to God. Here, so there is one way of reverse method as well. Yeah. So if we run it, yeah. So you can see, okay, now the first one is join list. Okay, to join, what we can do, give me a moment. Uh, this way, and we can print the ls1. Have a look. list one is having now LST, so it is starting from LST A B C D D D, and it is appended roughly or long. Okay, so this is the one way of joining, and the second way of joining is like the first one. Append again as so ls is appended now. We have printed ls twice. See here and here, that's why it is coming twice. Now if you want to, this is the extend. There is one method is also there. Give me a moment, let me try that. And we are extending ls with the help of lst, and there is a method extend for this. Okay, so I'm running the program. See, is again extended. So these are the different ways to handle a list, which is which can have the duplicate value, and we can access it, and it can be ordered. Okay? It can have the duplicate values. It is changeable also, so it's a kind of collection which can have the duplicate values. Order with the help of index, we can access its content. So this is how we can work with the list in Python. Hope you have the idea how can you work with different list methods. So thanks for watching. Thank you so much for closing this.